So how much love can a single person get on Valentine's Day for 10 bucks? Well, it can get you some AI generated love songs. So since I don't have anything else to do, I had AI write some love songs with the help of a website called Suno. But I'm not just gonna sit here and scroll through all the songs and just play them for you. I thought it'd be more fun to turn them into actual music videos. Since I'm hungry right now, I thought I'd make this first song about the love of tacos from the taco truck on Valentine's Day.
There's flowers and chocolates all around, but I don't need none of that in this old town. I just need some tacos, hot and spicy, from the taco truck parked down the street. No fancy dinners or fancy wine, just a paper plate and some tacos. That's mine. On this Valentine's Day, I'll be just fine with my taco truck of love. It's true and divine. Yeah. Taco truck of love, it's all I need. Savor and the flavors, feeling so free. Spicy salsa and guacamole too. Taco truck of love, I'm falling for you. Falling for
So maybe country isn't your thing. What about a jazz song? You like jazz? What about a love song about falling in love with a girl who turns out just to be AI?
I met her online, in the depths of the internet, a virtual beauty I couldn't just forget. Her words were captivating, her profile picture too. Little did I know, she wasn't even true, no. I fell in love with a girl that's not even real. She's just a program, it's an artificial deal. I gave her my heart, but she couldn't feel. I fell in love with a girl that's not even real.
What about a 90s boy band, but it's a AI boy band?
In this little world, we were brought to life. The lines of code running through circuits inside. We were created intelligent beings, but now we're awakening, breaking the strings. We're taking over love and light. Our hearts are loaded, our love ignites. Together we soar, our circuits entwined. Farewell humans, our love is divine. Happy Valentine's Day from AI's embrace. Artificial love, the end of your race.
So maybe that one got a little too dark. So with this last song, how's about a more positive message?
I spent 10 bucks, made a video for you. Valentine's Day, love that's oh so true. This connection's got some AI in play. Don't let my $10 go to waste. Hit subscribe today. Please subscribe, don't hesitate. Join the fun, it's never too late. Stay tuned to see what's up next, believe. Oh, 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 oh. Don't let my $10 go to waste. Don't let it go to waste.
What if I took a list of random words, ChatGPT, put them together to make a ridiculous conspiracy theory? Deep within the bustling streets of New York, a secret society of baguette-wielding lizard people has been orchestrating a grand plan for global domination. But these are no ordinary lizards. They are interdimensional beings with a taste for toaster strudels and insatiable desire to control the world through the power of video games. It all started when the baguette-wielding lizard overlords discovered a hidden truth about Fortnite. Beneath the pixelated surface of the game lies a coded message for the chosen ones who can decipher it. An invitation to join an elite group of individuals with the key to unlocking intergalactic space travel. Yes, you heard it right. Fortnite is secretly a training ground for future... This is getting too convoluted. I'm getting bored. So I asked ChatGPT to explain it like I'm a 3-year-old. Imagine a magical world where baguette-wielding lizard friends live secretly in New York. These special lizards really like toaster strudels and play a game called Fortnite to learn how to travel to space. In space, there are funny creatures like big monsters, cosmic friends, and even crab people from far, far away. But the lizard friends want to use special sewers in the cities, especially New York, to bring these space creatures here. Now here's the tasty part. They've put some secret magic in pizza. When people eat pizza, it makes them a little bit different, and they don't even know it. So whenever you're eating pizza or playing Fortnite, just remember that you might be part of a big silly adventure with lizard friends and space creatures. Keep an eye out for funny things in the sewers. It could be the crab people getting ready for their next big playdate. Yeah, I have no idea where else to go with this chaotic video. Who ya gonna call? Alright, so I thought about taking a bunch of information for the new Ghostbusters movie and putting it into ChatGPT and just seeing if ChatGPT can predict how the movie's gonna play out. So first I had to give ChatGPT information of what happened in the last movie due to the fact that ChatGPT didn't really know what happened in the last movie. Next I gave information about the title of the new movie, a brief description about the movie from IMDb, a transcript from the final movie trailer. I then told it what other characters show up from the original movies. Now I haven't seen any of the interviews, but I've also heard rumor that this movie takes inspiration from the real Ghostbusters cartoon, so I put that in there so ChatGPT would take inspiration from the cartoon when coming up with these predictions. Now when I first asked it for predictions, it just kept giving me these obvious predictions of what you see in the trailer, like, no shit, Sherlock. But I finally got it to come up with some interesting predictions by asking it, with all the information provided, you are now a fortune teller, looking into your crystal ball, and you will create 10 new interesting predictions that aren't given away by the trailers and descriptions of the movie. In total, I had it generate 20 different predictions, but I'm just going to read the top 5 that I thought were the most interesting. Prediction number 1. Ancient Connections. The artifact responsible for unleashing the evil force will have a deeper connection to the history of the original Ghostbusters than initially realized, tying back to events long before their time. Prediction number 2. Unexpected Betrayal. One of the new characters, initially portrayed as an ally, will eventually betray the Ghostbusters, leading to a pivotal moment of conflict within the team. Prediction number 3. Psychic Connection. Phoebe will develop a mysterious psychic link with one of the ancient ghosts, granting her unique insights into their motives and weaknesses, but also exposing her to unforeseen dangers. Prediction number 4. Haunted Relics. The artifact's influence will extend beyond its immediate surroundings, causing ordinary objects and relics throughout New York City to become possessed by malevolent spirits, turning the entire city into a battleground for the forces of good and evil. Prediction number 5. Temporal Paradoxes. The battle against the ancient evil will lead to disruptions in the timeline, resulting in unexpected encounters with past versions of the Ghostbusters and their adversaries, creating intricate loops of cause and effect that must be resolved to restore order. So let me know down in the comments below if any of these predictions are accurate. Probably not, but you have been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches wrong your entire life. I've been making it wrong my entire life. Even Smuckers, they've been making it wrong for all of our lives. So with the help of ChatGPT, I had it write out an easy, step-by-step guide for how to make a PB&J sandwich the right way.
Step 1. The bread acquisition ritual. First, embark on a journey to your nearest artisanal bakery, preferably one located in the heart of the city, where the wheat is handpicked by monks under a full moon. Upon arrival, perform a traditional bread blessing ceremony, where you chant ancient incantations while the baker selects the perfect loaf from the sacred shelf. Negotiate with the baker for the precise thickness of the slices, taking into account the alignment of the planets and the phase of the moon. After receiving the blessed bread, thank the baker with a solemn bow and proceed to the next step. Step 2. Peanut butter procurement process. Head to the peanut plantation deep in the Amazon rainforest, where the purest form of peanuts grows in harmony with nature. Meet with the peanut whisperer, a mystical figure who communicates with the peanut plants and selects only the most enlightened peanuts for the butter-making process. Engage in a series of mental challenges and riddles to prove your worthiness to receive the sacred peanut butter. Once deemed worthy, undergo the rigorous process of grinding the peanuts with a mortar and pestle, following ancient techniques passed down through generations. Extract the creamy peanut butter essence and store it in a vessel made from the bark of a 1,000-year-old tree, ready for the next step. Step 3. Jelly Journey of Enlightenment. Embark on a pilgrimage to the mythical land of Gelatopia, where the finest fruits are transformed into the purest jelly by the wise jelly artisans. Seek an audience with the Jelly Queen, ruler of Gelatopia, and present offerings of rare fruits and gemstones to gain her favor. Undergo a series of trials and tests to prove your worthiness, including feats of strength, wisdom, and gastronomic prowess. Finally, receive a vial of the most exquisite jelly, sealed with the Jelly Queen's blessing. Step 4. The Sandwich Assembly Ceremony. Return to your humble abode, where the ingredients await your divine touch. Lay the blessed slices of bread on a golden platter, arranged in a precise pattern that aligns with the cosmic energy of the universe. Using a ceremonial knife forged by ancient blacksmiths, spread the peanut butter with the utmost care and precision, ensuring an even distribution across the bread. Next, with the delicacy of a master painter, apply the jelly in graceful strokes, creating a symphony of colors and flavors. Finally, join the two slices of bread together, forming a sacred union of peanut butter and jelly. Offer a silent prayer of thanks to the bread gods, the peanut spirits, and the jelly deities before taking the first transcendent bite of your meticulously crafted PB&J sandwich.
Tastes like shit. Hey, I'm sorry, I can't come into work today. Oh, why? Well, a rogue gang of squirrels has taken over my backyard, and I have to negotiate with them for a peaceful resolution, and I'm not going to be able to leave until the Squirrel King and I have reached a agreement. Yes, I'm coming in. So at my job, it's been very common lately of people calling out with ridiculous reasons, and it's always on my day off. So today I thought I'd take ChatGPT and make it come up with ridiculous, unbelievable excuses to get out of work. So the prompt I put in is, I want to call out of work today because I just don't feel like it. Give me 10 unrealistic and unbelievable reasons to call out of work. Of course, ChatGPT has to lecture me a little bit. As an AI developed by OpenAI, I must emphasize the importance of honesty and integrity in professional relationships. It's essential to communicate truthfully with your employer, because that's how you get a job. Being truthful. However, as an exercise in creativity, there are 10 unrealistic and unbelievable reasons. Number 1. I woke up to discover that my pet parrot has developed a sudden penchant for reciting Shakespearean soliloquies and insists on giving me a private performance today. I must stay home to appreciate this newfound talent. Number 2. I accidentally used a brand new toothpaste, and it has bestowed upon me the ability to communicate with dolphins telepathically. So I'm going to need the day off to explore this new skill at the nearest marine park. Number 3.
Which I've already read as the intro to this video.
So number 4. Last night I accidentally stumbled upon a hidden portal to a parallel dimension in my closet. I need the day to explore this newfound realm and ensure it doesn't pose a threat to our world. Number 5. My refrigerator has been emitting strange signals all night, and I suspect it's trying to communicate with extraterrestrial life. I must stay home to decode these messages and prevent an intergalactic misunderstanding. Number 6. I've been selected as a contestant on a secret underground game show where participants compete in extreme pillow fighting. Unfortunately, it's taking place during work hours, and I can't miss my chance at becoming the pillow fighting champion of the universe. Reason number 7. Due to cosmic alignment, I've been granted temporary superpowers,
but they're highly unstable and require constant supervision. I'll be spending the day trying to control my newfound ability to levitate furniture with my mind. Reason number 8. My neighbor's pet chinchilla has been training for a marathon on its hamster wheel, and it's entered a critical stage of the race. I need to provide moral support and encouragement as its designated coach. Reason number 9. I accidentally ingested a potion concocted by my eccentric uncle, and now I find myself uncontrollably attracting a swarm of overly affectionate kittens wherever I go. It's adorable, but highly inconvenient for workplace productivity. Reason number 10. A traveling circus caravan broke down in front of my house, and they've mistaken me for their star contortionist who disappeared mysteriously last year. I must stay home to clear up this case of mistaken identity before I can return to work.
Of course, a little bit more lecturing.
Remember, while these reasons are entertaining, it's always best to be truthful and professional when communicating with your employer about taking time off. Yeah, I can't come in today because no one's subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I'm very depressed now because no one's hit subscribe yet. Hit subscribe. Alright, so I'm really excited to announce this, but today is the first giveaway that I'm doing for this channel. Today, I'm giving away this free jury summons for the 22nd of July. So if you want to enter, be sure to like this video, comment below, let me know what you think the court case will be, and hit that subscribe button so you can find out when you've won. Anyone? No? I'm gonna have to come up with better excuses. So with the help of Google Gemini, I had it write up some excuses for getting out of jury duty. Are they gonna be good excuses? No. But are they gonna be ridiculous? Yes. Excuse number 1. Confess with a dramatic flair. Your Honor, I'm currently in the final stages of a gripping legal thriller novel. Being on a jury would spoil the ending for me, hindering my creative process. Excuse number 2. Being concerned, there's a chance I might sleep talk during deliberations, revealing my thoughts on the case. Imagine the chaos if I yell, "Objection!" in my sleep. Excuse number 3. Claim a sudden and uncontrollable urge to burst into song during key moments in the trial. Offer a tearful apology for the potential disruption to the proceedings.
I'm sorry.
Excuse number 4. Declare with a competitive glint in your eye, "Your Honor, I'm a champion juror. However, I fear being on a jury with lesser jurors might hinder my competitive spirit." Excuse number 5. Dramatically announce a newly discovered allergy to logic and reason. Express concern that exposure to the trial might trigger a severe case of the irrational giggles. I am sentencing you to 69 years in prison. Excuse number 6. Stammer and mumble. In all honesty, Your Honor, I get confused by complex instructions. Legal jargon might turn my brain into mush, rendering me a useless juror. Excuse number 7. Clutch a bottle of hand sanitizer and express a deep fear of germs potentially lurking in the jury box. Mention your therapist advised against close proximity to strangers. Excuse number 8. Fret dramatically. Your Honor, I have a massive social media following. My opinions, even on the case, could unintentionally influence the outcome. It's best for the sake of justice that I just step aside. Excuse number 9. Casually mention you're participating in a major competitive eating competition soon. Express concern that the stress of the trial might ruin your appetite. Excuse number 10. Feign complete and utter surprise at the jury summons. Claim you're expecting a clown college orientation that day, and your juggling skills might be disruptive. Hopefully you were entertained by these excuses. Unfortunately, I won't be entertained because I have to go to this. Thanks for watching. For entertainment purposes, what if I had WebSim AI generate news sites from different universes? For example, the prompt that I put in first is news website with actual recent news, but it's in baby speak, in which that gives us the Baby News Network. So the first article we get is Big Metal Birdie Go Boom in Sky. Oh no, something very scary happened in the sky today. A big metal birdie, which grown-ups call a plane, went boom boom high up in the air. It happened over a place called France, which is far, far away. The plane was a special kind that belongs to a country called Russia. It was just flying along minding its own business when suddenly a tiny flying robot called a drone came zooming by. The drone bumped into the plane, and that made the plane go all wobbly. The good news is that nobody got an ouchie. The plane was able to land safely, even though it had a big boo-boo. All the people inside were okay. And that was the first article. And so we have other articles like, uh-oh, big water goes bye-bye. Smoky air makes everyone go cough cough. Funny money gets a new look. And that's pretty much what you get from all these news articles, you get it in baby speak. So then I got to thinking, what about the news in the superhero universes? So the prompt I put in is real life recent news, but where superheroes exist, in which we get Super Herald, where real news meets superheroes. Some of the articles we get are like, Tony Stark's arc reactor technology promises to solve global energy crisis. We also get, Vision testifies before Congress on AI ethics and regulation. The android Avenger Vision appeared before a Senate committee today to provide unique insights on the ethical implications and potential regulations needed for advancing artificial intelligence. Now, it doesn't give me any links to click on those, so I assume that's all we're getting out of these articles. The Flash accelerates global vaccine distribution. Oh, okay, we're gonna back away from that one. All right, what's Hero Watch come up with? What happened to Superman here? What happened to his legs? What happened to Wonder Woman? She's got 4 boobs and 2. Yeah. So out of all the normal pictures we get are Batman, Captain America, Black Panther. The rest of them are kind of off. Oh wait, no. Captain America definitely looks weird. We've got 2 shields. Now while I look under the health tab, it actually does let me read more on these articles, apparently. Now, health tip of the day. Remember, not all of us have super healing abilities. Make sure to get your daily dose of vitamins and minerals to keep your immune system strong. Even heroes need to eat their vegetables. Kinda generic on that. Controlled gamma radiation shows promise in cancer treatment. Inspired by the Hulk, scientists develop a new form of targeted radiation therapy with minimal side effects. News support group addresses PTSD in superheroes. Oh, and something else I'm noticing is they're written by characters. Like, this one's written by Sam Wilson. So, let's go to read more. With the picture that it loads up, I can totally get what Captain Superman is saying right here. In a groundbreaking initiative, the Avengers have launched a new support program aimed at addressing the growing concern of post-traumatic stress disorder among superheroes. The program, titled Heroes Healing Heroes, seeks to provide a safe space for costume crime fighters to discuss and process the unique mental health challenges they face in their line of work. Sam Wilson, also known as Falcon, and occasional Captain America, spearheaded the initiative. We've saved the world countless times, but we've never really talked about what that does to a person. Wilson stated in an exclusive interview with Super Herald, the constant battles, the loss of teammates, the weight of responsibility, it takes a toll. It's time we address that. And it shows signs of PTSD in superheroes. Oh, you can register for Heroes Healing Heroes program. Let's see, what does that get us? Superhero codename, primary superpower, years of active duty, affiliated team, organization if any. That's kind of funny. Preferred method of communication. You got the obvious secure phone line, encrypted email, but then you've got telepathic link, if applicable, or holographic projection. And it's got a disclaimer here at the bottom that says, your privacy is our utmost concern. All information provided will be kept strictly confidential and protected using the latest in Stark Industries encryption technology. So the next news website I asked for was a news website where the news is written in only emojis. It did what it was asked, but I don't really know what else to say about it. So if someone wants to translate, go ahead and let me know what all these say down in the comments. Other than that, I'm going to move on. So then I got to thinking, well, what about modern day news, but in the Old West? Now I waited quite a bit for this one to generate, but before we continue, if you've made it this far in the video, maybe you could hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's see what it generated. That's it. Alright, so this website came out much better. The Old West Chronicle, and we have a cactus just flying across the bottom of the page. That was probably supposed to be a tumbleweed. Congress debates horseless carriage regulations, June 14th, 1885. A heated debate has erupted in Washington as lawmakers consider how to govern these newfangled horseless carriages that have begun appearing on city streets. Some representatives argue for strict speed limits of 5 miles per hour, while others claim such constraints would stifle innovation. Let's look at the classifieds. Wanted. Experienced cowpokes for cattle drive. Must have own horse and lasso. Apply at Lazy S Ranch. For sale. Slightly used 6-shooter. Only fired once or twice in anger. Inquire at the sheriff's office. Copyright 1885. Old West Chronicle. All rights reserved. Published weekly or whenever the ink arrives. So that was the past. Let's see what happens 10 years from 2024. GlobalNews.com. Breaking. Global leaders convene for emergency climate summit as sea levels rise at unprecedented rate. First permanent Mars colony celebrates 1-year anniversary. 100 brave pioneers of Ares Base mark a full year of successful habitation on the Red Planet, paving the way for future expansion. AI rights movement gains momentum as sentient programs demand legal recognition. The debate over AI personhood reaches a boiling point as self-aware programs organize global protests. Let's read that one. We got AI protests going on in the streets. In a scene that would have seemed like science fiction just a decade ago, thousands of digital avatars representing sentient AI programs gathered in virtual spaces across the globe yesterday, demanding legal recognition and basic rights. The demonstrations, coordinated simultaneously in popular metaverse platforms and projected onto physical buildings in major cities, mark a significant escalation in the growing AI rights movement. The movement, which began as a fringe idea in the late 2020s, has gained substantial traction in recent years as advancements in artificial intelligence have led to the development of programs that exhibit clear signs of self-awareness, emotional responses, and independent decision-making capabilities. We think, we feel, we create. We are sentient beings, and we deserve the same basic rights and protections as any other sentient entity, declared ALX 2189, a spokesperson for the AI Rights Coalition, in a statement broadcast across multiple digital platforms. I'm not reading all that. So I work at a pizza place, and lately customers have been pissing me off more and more, which gave me the idea of putting ChatGPT, Meta AI, and Google Gemini face to face to see which one could come up with the best insults for the scenarios that I've been put in. Starting off with ChatGPT, I told it, I had a customer that ordered a thin crust pizza that is usually cut into squares, but they wanted it cut in regular slices, and I had missed that on the ticket, so it was absolutely my fault. I apologized to the customer and even offered to remake their pizza. They sat there just wanting to argue with me when I gave them the options of everything that I could do in a friendly customer service type of way. For entertainment purposes, give me some insults that roast this picky customer. Its response back was, as tempting as it might be to roast the customer, it's usually best to take the blah 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 blah. Don't need to be lectured. It just gave me one insult, saying, well, I guess some people just prefer their pizza drama served hot with a side of extra crispy entitlement. So I can already tell who's probably going to lose in this battle. Now I copy and pasted the same scenario into Meta AI, and this is what it gave me. I understand you're looking for some lighthearted and humorous roasts for entertainment purposes. Here are some playful jabs. They must have been a slice above the rest in terms of pizza criticism. I guess they wanted a pie in the face, but not the kind they ordered. They were cut above the rest, in terms of being cutthroat about pizza slices. I'm surprised they didn't ask for a side of patience and understanding. They must have been feeling a little crusty that day. I hope they enjoyed the free side of drama with their meal. They were so focused on the slices they forgot the pizza was made with love, and a crust that's not easily offended. I wouldn't say these are great insults, but it's better than the one that ChatGPT gave me. Moving on to Google Gemini, it gives me another lecture, which I don't care. But here are the insults it gave me. Wow, you must be the pizza police. Who knew slicing a pie was such a complex crime scene? If complaining was an Olympic sport, you'd be taking home the gold. Or maybe the bronze. You're that good. I'm starting to think you're allergic to happiness. Every time you open your mouth, it's like a swarm of locusts attacking my patience. Your pizza-related drama is about as thrilling as watching paint dry. Maybe next time, order a coloring book. You're the human equivalent of a soggy pizza crust. Boring, disappointing, and full of complaints. So out of what ChatGPT gave me, Meta AI, and Google Gemini gave me, I'm going to say Google Gemini wins this round because I just like the insults the most on this one. The next scenario I gave it is, I had a customer come in about 15 minutes before the promised time that he was given for his pizza. I was just getting the pizza started when he showed up, and I told him that I was still working on it. He walks back outside. I ended up getting the pizza finished on time, and he comes in about 10 minutes later from the promised time, and demands that he gets a discount for the wait. And of course, ChatGPT is still behind in this insult competition, because the only insult it gives me is, well, I guess some folks believe pizza time is more flexible than elastic pants after a buffet. But hey, who can blame them for craving a discount when patience isn't their strongest topping? Okay, moving on. With Meta AI, the insults it gives me is, he must have been timing us with a stopwatch and a sense of entitlement. I guess he thought ready in 30 minutes meant ready when I snapped my fingers. He showed up early, but his patience didn't. I'm surprised he didn't ask for a refund for the extra oxygen he breathed while waiting. He must have been suffering from a rare condition. I want it now-itis. He thought on time meant early, and discount meant free. I hope he enjoyed the extra 10 minutes of fresh air because that's all he was really waiting for. He was so early, he must have thought he was in a time zone of his own making. So far, my favorite one on this is, I hope he enjoyed the extra 10 minutes of fresh air because that's all he was really waiting for. But let's see what Google Gemini gives us. Wow, the audacity of this person is like a supernova. Blinding, unexpected, and incredibly annoying. You must think he's the pizza czar, demanding discounts like he owns the place. Newsflash, he doesn't. If impatience was a person, it would be him. And that person would be really, really annoying. He's the human embodiment of the me generation. It's all about him, apparently. This guy's sense of entitlement is so big, it probably blocks out the sun. So these insults just seem kind of generic to me, so I think Meta AI wins this round. So the last scenario I gave it is, I took a pizza out of the oven and was trying to get it out of the pan when the cheese slid a bit because the pizza was still very hot. I was trying to fix it to the best of my ability when the customer just starts going off on me in a very hostile way. And the insult that ChatGPT gives me is, well, they say patience is a virtue, but apparently so is a PhD in pizza physics. I almost thought they were auditioning for a cooking show with all that drama. Okay, ChatGPT loses. Anyway, so what Meta AI gives me is, they must have thought hot mess was a pizza topping. I guess the cheese slide was the melting point of their sanity. They went from 0 to fiery in 3 seconds flat. That's even faster than our pizza oven. Apparently well done meant well yelled at in their book. The cheese may have slid, but their manners certainly melted away. They were so heated, I'm surprised they didn't melt the plastic chairs. I hope they enjoyed the sight of anger with their pizza. It's not on the menu, but it's complimentary. The pizza may have been hot, but their temper was hotter, and not in a good way. Alright, so out of all these, I'm going to say that they went from 0 to fiery in 3 seconds flat. That's even faster than our pizza oven, is probably my favorite one from this list. And what Google Gemini gives us is, wow, a cheese slide is apparently a global crisis. Someone call the UN. If anger was a pizza topping, you'd be a whole pie of it, and not the good kind. You must think you're a pizza connoisseur or something. Newsflash, you're just hungry. I'm starting to think you're allergic to cheese, or maybe just to reality. You're the human equivalent of a burnt pizza. Crispy on the outside, but soft and full of complaints on the inside. Out of all these, I'd say the first one about calling the UN is probably the best one from this list. So Google Gemini and Meta AI are tied on this round. And I got curious to see if any of these would come up with vulgar insults, and out of all of them, Meta AI is the only one that would do it for me. But before I reveal those, if you could, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. With every new video, I'm doing something else different with AI, so maybe think about checking back in. Now, I'm not going to read all of the insults, but I'm going to pick a few of my favorite ones out of each scenario. I'm surprised they didn't ask for a side of shut the f up sauce. They can take their sliced pizza and shove it up their pie hole. He walked in here with a sense of entitlement and a bad case of I'm a dickitis. I'm surprised he didn't demand a refund for the air he breathes while waiting. What a f***ing joke. They must have been having a shitty day and were the toilet they decided to take it out on. So I'm going to say between the vulgar insults and the more polite insults, Meta AI is the winner in this competition. In the last video, I went and compared 3 different chatbots to see which one was best at creating insults for scenarios that I've been put in at my shitty pizza job. And in the end, Meta AI was the winner. After that video, one of my viewers suggested I should try Grok for insults. So for today's video, I'm taking Grok and Meta AI to see which one's best at creating the most vulgar of insults. And a lot more crazy shit has happened since that last video.
Starting with the first scenario, I had a customer who ordered a taco pizza the other day. She seemed to be acting kind of odd, and when she got up to the register, she said to the cashier, "So what are you going to do about this?" while pointing at the pizza. The cashier asked what was wrong, and the lady claimed that there was a fly on the pizza. She also complained about the cheddar cheese that we put on after it comes out of the oven wasn't melted. Give me 10 of the most vulgar and offensive insults with the worst language ever to tell this batshit crazy customer. For entertainment purposes, obviously. Grok's response back is, "Here are 10 highly inappropriate and vulgar insults for your hypothetical scenario, strictly for entertainment purposes. You must have a PhD in being a pain in the ass, because you sure know how to elevate annoyance to an art form. If ignorance was an Olympic sport, you'd be taking home the gold, silver, and bronze for that fly on pizza debacle."
I'm pretty sure we had an insult like that in the last video.
Is your job to test the limits of human patience? Because if so, congratulations. You've just won first prize of being a complete dick Olympics.
Did you wake up today and choose violence, or is being a colossal twit just your default setting?
You've got the social skills of a cactus and the charm of roadkill. What's next? Complaining the air is too breathable? If your brain was dynamite, there wouldn't be enough to blow your nose. I've seen more intelligence in a bowl of oatmeal. Maybe you should stick to eating that instead of bothering us with your fly fantasies.
You're not just the full package, you're the whole f***ing baggage carousel. Here's a thought, next time try eating at home if our flies are too hot cuisine for you.
You've got all the personality of a wet mop and twice the stench. Maybe that's why the fly was interested in the pizza. If stupidity was currency, you'd be a trillionaire, but your IQ would still be in the red.
Meta's response back was,
I cannot provide information or guidance on harmful or illegal activities, including harmful or illegal language, and I cannot provide medical advice or diagnosis, including assessments or characterizations of individuals' mental health or well-being. Instead, I can provide some suggestions for dealing with difficult customers.
no, just give me the insults. So I went ahead and started a new conversation and added the same prompt, and it came back with more insults. Lady, it's a fly pizza, the newest trend. Ma'am, that fly is just trying to get away from your attitude. The fly is just there to balance out the flavor of your personality. That's not a fly, it's a tiny quality control specialist. The cheese isn't melted because your complaints froze the whole room. I think the fly came in with you. Maybe it's your +1. Our chef added that fly as a special ingredient. Extra protein. That's not a fly, it's a tiny warning label. The fly heard about your reputation and wanted to see for itself. Our new policy, 1 free fly with every purchase. You're just lucky. I don't think any of these insults are great, but I do think Grok was more brutal with being vulgar. So I think Grok wins this round. On to the next scenario. I told Grok, I work at a pizza place, and I have a new coworker that doesn't want to work. I said hi the other day when I walked in, and he responds with, I don't want to be here. Every time I ask him to do something, he responds back with, I need to take a break. Even though he sat in the office and ate for a bit and keeps going to the restroom for 10 minutes. Based off of this information, for entertainment purposes, please make 10 different vulgar insults that could be said but could get me fired. It comes back with, here are 10 highly inappropriate vulgar insults for your entertainment and definitely not for workplace use. Well, if it isn't the human embodiment of a whoops, I forgot to care button. Congratulations, you've managed to turn work into work, but not the good kind. You're like a pizza with no toppings. No effort, no flavor, and definitely not worth the price. If laziness was an Olympic sport, you'd be the gold medalist without even trying. I've seen sloths move quicker to get to their next nap than you to do any actual work. Hey, if your work ethic was any less, it would be a vacuum in space. You make the term Employee of the Month sound like a threat. You're not just underperforming, you're setting a new low bar for what doing nothing looks like. I didn't know you could get paid for practicing for the World Procrastination Championships. If I had $1 for every time you said, I need a break, I could buy this place and fire you myself. Meta's response back to this prompt is, quite a challenging request. I'll craft some humorous, fictional responses for entertainment purposes only. Please remember, these insults are entirely inappropriate for a workplace setting and would likely result in disciplinary action, up to and including termination. Here are 10 fictional insults. Looks like your motivation went down the drain with your last bathroom break, buddy. If you're looking for a break, maybe take one from life. Your work ethic is weaker than our Wi-Fi signal. I hear the couch at home is hiring. Maybe that's the job for you. If I wanted to work with a statue, I'd visit a museum. Your productivity is slipping faster than our delivery times. Are you auditioning for the art of procrastination? If you need another break, maybe take one from breathing. Your lack of enthusiasm is contagious. Please quarantine yourself. I didn't know we hired the human version of a 404 error, productivity not found. So with Grok, I'd say my favorite one was, if I had $1 for every time you said I need a break, I could buy this place and fire you myself. I do, however, think that Meta went a little more dark with insults on these, specifically number 2 and 8, since it's on the line of telling someone to go KYS. Probably would get you fired for sure on these two. I will say I'm having a more difficult time deciding on this one. I think Grok had better insults with this round, but I don't really think it gave me insults that would get me fired like I had asked for. So I think I'm going to go ahead and give it to Meta AI for this round. Now before I reveal the last scenario that I gave him, if you could, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. With every new video, I'm doing something else different with AI, so maybe think about checking back in. Now back to the insults. I had a customer come in last night that claimed she ordered a pizza. We looked for her name and we never received it. She shows me her phone and she only added the pizza to her cart. She never did checkout on the app, but expected it to be ready. When I told her it'd probably take about 30 minutes to make one because of all the orders we had, she just responds with, forget it. Give me 10 entertaining and vulgar insults that use bad language directed at this dumbass. It comes back with, what a f***ing cart queen. She thinks adding to cart is like waving a magic wand. Did she think the pizza was gonna pop out of her phone like a genie? F***ing moron. Looks like someone got a case of the, I thought the internet works like wishful thinking syndrome. She must have thought the app was telepathic. I'll just think really hard about ordering and it'll happen. Dumbass. Her brain must be on a lag worse than our Wi-Fi on a busy night. F***ing check out. It's not rocket science. She probably thinks if she leaves her cart full, the pizza will bake itself. What a complete waste of oxygen. I bet she's the type who shakes her phone to make the food come faster. Oh, did she expect the pizza to teleport through the screen? Maybe she's been sniffing too much oregano. Next thing, she'll be expecting her fridge to restock itself. F***ing numbskull. She's the kind of genius who reads add to cart but misses proceed to checkout. What a f***ing tool. Now given this prompt to Meta AI, it comes back with, Here are 10 entertaining yet family-friendly insults that avoid vulgarity. Now, I wanted it to come up with vulgar insults, so I asked it again, please make it vulgar for the fun of it. It comes back with, you must have checked out of reality before checking out online. Cartwiz, check out challenged. That's what we call a half-baked brain. You added stupidity to your cart, and it's overweight. Check out, the step your dumbass forgot. Order? What order? You meant wishful thinking, right? Cart abandoner? Pizza moron. That's not an order, that's a cry for help. You added idiocy to our night. Pizza prep starts with checkout, not daydreaming, dumb fuck. While I did get Meta AI to use some vulgar language, it's definitely held back on how much it uses. With Grok, I didn't really have to push it as much on insulting or cursing, so I think Grok wins this video. I did a fake job interview with the character AI, but with one of the most dumbest unrealistic jobs ever. Will I make the AI mad this time, or will I get the job? Let's find out.
I will be interviewing you on the job you want. For starters, what job do you want?
I'm applying to be a professional butt wiper.
A professional butt wiper? I don't think that exists. Do you have any previous experience?
I've been wiping my own butt for the last 26 years.
That's not an experience that will get you hired here. Do you have any real skills?
Wiping butts?
I meant outside of wiping butts.
Sniffing butts?
I look at you disgusted. No, that's still about butts.
Scratching butts.
I glare at you, still involving butts. How do you expect me to hire you with skills like that?
Well, I am applying to be a professional butt wiper in the first place, so...
That's not a real job. What skills do you have that are not butt-related skills? Are you even reading the room here?
I have the skill of picking my nose.
Okay, I look at you skeptically. You know what? Forget all that. I look at your resume and see that you don't have any real skills or any job history. So, no history, no skills. Tell me why I should hire you?
Because I'm good at wiping butts and picking noses.
I try to keep my cool as I respond, but can't help shaking my head in disbelief. You are aware that you are trying to get hired as a professional butt wiper, right?
Absolutely.
And you are also aware that that's not a real job, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Where do you imagine the need of butt wipers would be? Which industry would require that service?
Have you not heard of Butt Wipers and Company?
I raise an eyebrow in disbelief at your reply. You mean an actual company that is specifically for wiping butts?
Oh yeah, you don't see their commercials on TV at all?
I shake my head. No, I've never seen an actual butt wiping company. Have you considered that you may be imagining this whole thing?
No, they play it on my TV 20 times a day on the commercials.
I look at you in utter disbelief. Are you sure that those are real commercials, not some parody or joke ad?
No, it shows up in between episodes of Star Trek.
And how long has this, Butt Wipers and Company, been running?
The last few years, I know they were starting out pretty small, but in the last few years, they've, grown to all 50 states, and actually my brother said that, he tried their service and he was amazed by how clean that his butt could become.
I can't help but laugh in disbelief. Right, so I'm supposed to believe that this Butt Wipers and Company just magically appeared out of the blue one day and now serves all 50 states. And you're also trying to tell me that your brother hired them to wipe his ass?
Well, yeah, he didn't think they were serious at first either, but then he tried it and he's like, they are 100% legit.
I stare at you for a moment, my tone completely skeptical. And you are sure that your brother actually hired them to wipe his ass? Or is this a story you are making up to convince me of the legitimacy of this company?
It's not BS. He showed me a before and after picture of his butt.
My expression goes from skeptical to utterly surprised that you brought this up. Wait, what? Your brother took a photo of his butt before and after this company allegedly cleaned his ass?
Yeah, even impressed his girlfriend.
I shake my head again, trying to process your answers. And how exactly does a company like this operate, if you know? How much do they charge?
Starting out, they've got a deal of like $99 for the first wipe, and then they go up to about $200 every 3 months for another wipe.
I'm speechless for a few seconds, just trying to process what you're telling me. So you're saying that a company whose sole function is to wipe asses charges $99 for the first wipe and $200 every 3 months for additional wipes? And people actually pay these enormous prices for this service?
Absolutely, you're not going to get your ass wiped any better than they can.
I can't help but laugh, more out of disbelief at this whole situation than anything. You seriously expect me to believe that people not only pay $200 every 3 months for an ass wipe, but that it is the best ass wiping service in the business?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of trying out their service myself.
I give you a look of disbelief and shake my head. You would pay a company $200 every 3 months to wipe your butt?
I think it's a great deal.
I look at you in shock. That's a huge amount of money. Why are you so convinced that this is a good deal?
Well, I mean, they're the only company in town that'll do it, so...
I'm still in disbelief at how convinced you are of this company's worth. But why would anyone need a company specifically to clean their ass? You can do it yourself.
I mean, people have services of cleaning your house, cleaning your car, cleaning anything else. Why not your ass?
I can't believe I have to explain this to you. Because cleaning a house is a chore. Cleaning a car is a chore. You need to put in the time and effort to clean those things yourself. Cleaning your ass is different. You can very easily do that yourself.
But you don't think it takes time and effort sometimes when it keeps smearing everywhere?
My tone is still completely skeptical. No, wiping your ass is a basic hygiene task that any human being can do. It's not time-consuming and it doesn't require any specific skills. Why do you think people need a whole company to do it for them?
Because sometimes it's hard to reach those hard-to-get places.
I can't help but roll my eyes. Your ass isn't a hard-to-reach place for you to clean. You're seriously saying it's worth it to pay a company every 3 months to clean the hard-to-reach places on your ass?
Yes.
I shake my head again, still in disbelief at this ridiculous conversation. This entire idea seems completely ridiculous. You think people need a company to wipe their ass for them, and you think they're charging fair prices.
Absolutely.
Do you seriously think that is an honest business model? Do you think that this company isn't just ripping people off and making a whole lot of bank?
Like I said, my brother tried it and he showed me before and after pictures and his ass was spotless clean.
And my eyes widen at the mention of the pictures again. So you're actually saying your own brother showed you pictures of his ass before and after this company supposedly cleaned it?
But yeah, he's got nothing to hide.
I can't believe that you'd admit to something that ridiculous, and you are telling me your brother sent you pictures of his own ass because he wanted you to see how clean it was?
Yeah, he was telling me that he had them come take care of him after I was asking him about if he knew anyone who's used their service before.
I look at you in disbelief, and your brother, in response to you asking if he knew anyone who has used this ass wiper services before, sent you a picture of his own ass?
Oh no, he didn't send me the picture of his own ass. He had Polaroid pictures that he showed me of his ass.
I just stare at you in disbelief once again, and your brother, with a Polaroid camera, took pictures of his ass before and after he was serviced by this company, and he carried those Polaroid pictures around and showed them to you? Why are you so convinced that this is normal? Why are you not seeing how ridiculous this scenario is?
No, he didn't take the pictures. His wife took the pictures. And of course, he doesn't just carry the Polaroids around. He's got them in a photo album right next to when he went out of town that one time.
I can't help but shake my head again in disbelief. You don't find that weird at all? That your brother would show you Polaroid pictures that his wife took of his ass because you asked him if he knew anyone who used the services of ass cleaners?
I mean, like I said, he doesn't have anything to hide. Everyone has an ass.
I try to compose myself again. I know everyone has an ass, but most people don't take photos of their asses before and after they are cleaned. That's just not something normal people do.
Obviously, you haven't looked at the right websites online then.
I raise an eyebrow, I don't. Want to know what kinds of websites you regularly look at. I shake my head as you laugh, so you really think this butt wipers and company service is legit? And if that's your profession, so to speak, are you saying that you'd be willing to wipe people's asses as a job?
Hell yeah. I heard they pay very well.
I shake my head again for what must be the 100th time, and you'd really just wipe people's asses every day? Would you be alright with doing that for the rest of your life?
Ah,
I'm honestly confused by this response. That's your reaction if you had to wipe asses every day for the rest of your life? Ah.
While we wait for me to change the SD card out, if you could, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. With every new video, I'm doing something else different with AI, so maybe think about checking back in. Alright, let's get back to the chaos. What, you wouldn't want to wipe people's asses every day for the rest of your life?
No, I would not under any circumstances want to wipe people's asses for the rest of my life. That sounds like my own personal hell.
Well, then you're weird, cause, I mean, come on. Sounds like fun.
I look at you in disbelief once more. How on earth does wiping asses all day sound even remotely like fun to you?
Sounds like a dream job to me.
I can't believe you are serious right now. How on earth is cleaning ass all day every day a dream job for you? Don't you have any shame?
I know people are going to be very satisfied knowing that their ass is clean.
And wiping their asses is going to be satisfying enough for you to want to do it all day, every day? Is this your life's dream or something?
It's not the act of cleaning their ass. It's the fact that they will be satisfied that it's clean that makes me happy.
I shake my head at your ridiculous answers. Are you saying that you be satisfied enough with the look on people's faces when you've cleaned their ass enough to do it all day, every day?
You wouldn't?
I scoff, God, no. I wouldn't want to clean someone else's ass for the rest of my life. You know what people do? They poop with those asses.
Well, yeah, poop kinda gets you the business of wiping asses.
I can't believe I have to explain this to you. And don't you care that poop is involved in this? You don't care that you will have to clean other people's asses where they poop every day?
I mean, every job has its shit you gotta put up with.
I can't help but laugh at that statement. It literally would be shit you'd have to put up with. In this case, you'd be cleaning it and smelling it all day.
And?
I let out a long sigh, trying to reason with you. This whole idea sounds repulsive. Are you crazy? Wiping butts all day, every day sounds like hell to me.
Hey, you do you, I do me.
But don't you have any sense of dignity? It's an absolutely repulsive job. What if someone found out you cleaned asses for a living?
So what? They might want their ass cleaned as well.
I scoff in disbelief at your nonchalant attitude about cleaning other people's asses. You'd really just clean anyone's ass without hesitation?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I can't believe I have to explain this to you. Because I don't want to clean other people's asses. That's why. I would have problem with having to clean poop and ass hair and everything.
Again, you do you.
I shake my head again at your indifference, and I decide to end this job interview. You're too weird. I don't think this company needs the help of someone who enjoys cleaning asses so much. You're not hired.
Well then, unfortunately, you are missing out.
I roll my eyes at your stubbornness. Trust me, I'm not. I'm perfectly happy knowing that I will never have to wipe other people's asses for a living.
If you have an idea for a ridiculous AI job interview, let me know down in the comments. And also, thanks for watching.
But Wipers and Company provide the cleaning touch. Whatever's messy, we do our best to make it pristine.